おジョータロくん。無駄無駄。無駄無駄無駄。How does one make a webcam work? Is it be all like NVIDIA? Oh, I was so ready to like talk so much smack about NVIDIA broadcast not working and not letting me show my beautiful face. And yet, here we are. This is crazy. We back, y'all. Chat is ready to be displayed and send messages, and I don't even know if it's the right one. So what we're gonna do is I should have hit this before stream and done all this, but I'm just such like a by the by guy. This thing, paste. No, Pat, come on, man. It's too early for this shit. You don't even want to be in here. Whatever, man. Just don't be upsetting. Don't be upsetting, Pat. You little upsetty spaghetti boy. You little spaghetti boy. 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 What is a spaghetti boy? Wonderful question. It is a great question, but I'm not going to answer it today. Wowie zowie. People really do be messaging me when as soon as I hit that button. Who? Why is this all like this? Have we ever thought? Have we ever thought maybe? I know I had the cord like this because it literally lays perfectly into that nook and cranny. There's no way. I just. Oh my God, I'm so sorry about that, y'all. I'm trying to get situated, and everyone, you know how it goes. I say I'm ready to stream. I ask everyone if they need anything, and then magically everyone needs me. Here we are with One Piece, chapter something 1148. Ranja. Who knows who that is? Nami, and never Ranj control. Ranja, Ranja, with Ranja, solar world. Okay, so cover story. Oni Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 33. Otama entrusts the delivery of the Amigasha hat for Kawamatsu, now off to Hakumai. So we can see Ulti in page 1 in the background. We see Yamato definitely has the Nidai Kitetsu. It definitely seems, judging by the pattern on the hilt or scabbard. I like how it says Otama entrusts it, but as we look at the cover page, I see Raizo. Oh yeah, Otama is back there. These scans are like really, really blurry. So I was gonna say she's not even on the back of Centaur Girl, but we have page 1 and we have Ulti, who also seems to have a. Is that a sword? Does that mean Ulti's a samurai? Is she gonna be one of Yamato's scabbards? Like how Odin had scabbards like Ashura Doji and whatnot? We're gonna see a Ulti redemption because of how kawaii she was. That would be really funny because, as we remember, uh, Ulti did our girl Nami in really bad. Ha ha ha! Hey baby, hi Nak, how you doing? Welcome to stream. I feel like I should take the freaking filter off of this because it's not good. Like, I mean, I like having it like that, but I want to be able to see when y'all talk. Ooh, that's much better. There we go. I can look at it from here like this. And I can say, "Hey, babes." Auga. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Could Mihawk be Ulti? Is Mihawk truly the strongest samurai still? No, he's definitely not. Because Mihawk is not a samurai. He's a swordsman. Now, is Mihawk stronger than Ulti? Debatable. I'm just kidding. Am I? Probably. uh, all right. So we're going through TCBs today. Um, People really keep trying to get my attention as soon as I hit this go live button. I don't understand it. Y'all don't want anything to do with me until I want to stream. Whoa, my legs went this way. Ronja! Ronja! Where are you going? You're gonna fall! Ronja! I don't know. This is weird. It's okay. Don't worry, Ilva. It's alright. It'll all be okay. It's no big. What a goat. Yo, shout out to our Nada telling me Ronja was gonna be the goat of this chapter because my god, look at her facing these trials and tribulations. Look at her facing death and literally not even flinching, still smiling, having that big old grin on her face. I love it. This is a 10 out of 10 moment for me. For real. Like, ugh. So, ugh. Yeah, Ronja's definitely goaded. It seems like she's walking on an arrow, which that would lead me to assume that like Gunko is still nearby, or if not nearby, she's still activating her power. But she's gonna walk off that edge. Huff, huff. Yeah, there's Gunko. Who called it? Yo boy. The realm of the dead is down there. Summers. The first one is in position to drop. Okay, set it up so they'll be able to hear that brat all over Elbath. There's no way. Guys, when did I get to be so popular? Like, I'm not. Y'all want nothing to do with me. Like, let's just keep it that way. Like, come to my stream if you really want to talk to me. Y'all don't need it. It's crazy. One person gets the pass, and that's because she says she likes my
booty cheeks. Anyway,
Now then, it's your call. You've got 30 seconds before we start tossing these whelps over the edge. Mountain Beard your rule. Send word to those teachers.
you know, it was crazy how she had this smile on her face and you could see her trembling. Absolutely freaking, that's terrifying.
Order them to set fire to the school building and library.
I'm Jarul.
Damn it all!
Elder Ja Rule! No, that library contains the works that are thousands of years old. What are you saying? We have to prioritize the lives of the hostages, right? You tell him, Cody. I will. Tell him all day.
These demands aren't the real problem. Think about the big pressure.
I misspoke so I could take a sip of Monster.
These demands aren't the real problem. Think about the big picture. They're trying to pressure Elbath to bend the knee. Are you saying we should let the kids die instead? Isn't there anyone close enough to stop this? Please, put an end to this twisted game.
Chopper, stay put. What? We shouldn't attempt to face those two without understanding their abilities. But then, why are you? I just can't keep my emotions in check any longer. You're going to kill the kids? What the hell is wrong with you? Not even the world's worst criminals stoop this low, using children as hostages.
Yeah, The notions of an insect mean nothing to me. This prick.
Yo, you tell him, Nami. Oh. Frankie, I'm coming with you.
Righto, let's go. We're gonna split up. We're going to. One will help fight the monsters, and the other will go rescue the kids. Arm yourselves to branch 8. Set sail to branch 8. To branch 8. One more thing. When you burn down the school and the library, you are forbidden to rescue even one book from the flames. Why, you ask? We intend for certain things to burn. Your culture and your history. Cien Fleur! Drumsticks! Let's go, Robin! That's my girl! Ah! Give her with a little... Get her with a little...
Oh, look at him. He's bleeding? Dude, Robin's fuck him up. Let's go. Oh. Oh, yeah. Robin! Robin, son, you're all right.
Careful. We still haven't worked out what those guys are capable of.
I know. Russell. Fucking Chopper just staying and like... Curancho mano!
You're Nico Glitch!
Dude, she break his back? Dude! Yeah, Nax, she is fucking goated. This shit's getting me hyped. I'm getting fucking... Oh, man. This is so good. She's pulling on it. She's like Sasuke. She's freaking trying to rip his arms out and bending his freaking neck back. Is she gonna break him? Robin, you did it! He's been snapped in half. Oh, I guess he has been snapped. I just don't see like the iconic... Maybe this kanji's it, but like I thought there's definitely like a break sound effect that played when this happens. She's my love, dude. Robin is the love. Like she is. You're so valid for that, Mac. You really are. Robin, you did it. He's been snapped in half. They're immortal. We can't beat them.
Can you hear me? 20 seconds remain until the first kid falls.
Ah, damn it! It's a zombie too!
Huh? Gah! No! What are you doing? Don't tell me you've got a crush on me.
Oh, whoa. Whoa! Whoa! She just grabbed him? She just grabbed him? Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god. You can't be jumping off the edge like this.
You just jumped off the edge. Do you have a death wish? Love me all you want. I'm not joining a suicide pact.
Robin, what are you doing?
No way. She's taking him down with her.
I know. Full well you're supposedly immortal. And you've eaten the thorn fruit to boot. But we can only save those children if your invisible thorns are gone. Oh, so you figure dragging me down there will take the kids out of my range. You're one shrewd lady. Ooh. Oh! Ah! Robin got stabbed! Ah! She's a badass, but no, that's not good. That's no bueno. This is crazy. This is not good. Oh, right through her head! Ah! Oh! It's a clone. Okay. I was like, damn, Oda, you really. Toei's gonna have a hard time censoring that. Oh my god. What? She's gone? This woman. Just how many moves ahead does she think? Robin! Oh, that's probably Nami. Robin, that was so cool. What up, Dan? I just shouted you out earlier because Rojan was a fucking goat, looking fearlessly into death, having the smile on her face, telling everyone it's gonna be okay. Oh, dude, Robin really did pop off. No joke. Oh, Robin, that was so cool. This knife doesn't seem to be able to cut it. I guess we'll have to take down that woman ourselves to free ourselves. 10 seconds left. Ah, it's that guy's voice. Answer me, Jarul. Hey, Gunko, let him hear the girl's voice. The kid's voice. Bro, he's literally hanging on by a thorn. That's crazy. Speak up. Elder Jarul, Ronja! I love school! I've got friends there! Hurry! Ronja's my daughter! I love the library too! We're coming to save you! We learned lots about stuff from about the world from books from there. And teachers made sure we learned important stuff. Oh my god, I don't want to cry. Top strats from our girl, right? My goat, best 2-chapter character. This is all it took. This speech right here is getting me emotional, man. And the teachers made sure we all learned about important stuff, like not to cause trouble for others and not to do things that others hate. Dude, if saving me means that the school and the library go away, I think everyone will hate that. It'd be better if I just fell. So don't worry, Elder Joe. Fuck, I don't want to. No! I've always been lucky, and I'm sure I'll be okay. 2, 1. Anjay! Please burn down the school! Elder Draw Rule! The library, too. Set it all on fire! Yes, sir. Yeah! I love that expression on your face, Nico Robin. Stop it! Robin, get out of here! And we see someone zipping. Oh my god, you can't even see the freaking silhouette. His arm's already cut? What? It's not regenerating? Long time no see. Holy shit! Oh my god, long time no see? Did they fight on freaking... I'm so... Oh my god, I got tears and I can't help but be fucking happy. That's fine! Yeah! Get his ass, stopper! Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god, holy... Oh, bro. It's so hot in my room. It's not hot in my room. Oh. Dude. Rojan's the fucking goat. Look at her freaking sibling and crying. And just... without any fear. Gabon Robin, so gassed. His hand not regenerating and scaring him. Also, look at this fucking NL face right here. This is so funny. Oh. Wow. 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 So much to go over this chapter. First off, one interesting thing is that Oh, that must be Conqueror's Lightning. That's crazy. Gabon's pissed. And normally we haven't seen him actually look like this ever. But okay, God Valley history for sure. If if Summer if this guy was on God Valley, they definitely had to have fought there. But I wonder if maybe they had another altercation that we haven't thought about yet. Um, there is no Conqueror's Hockey Lightning when he cut the arm off. So I don't think it's actually Conqueror's Hockey intrinsically that is able to cut off arms because if they were able to stop regeneration. I think if we were able to see that, it would have been shown that we would have been shown that on Egghead when Luffy fought the Gorosei, and Conqueror's Hockey would have been enough, especially since it was the brand new technique that Luffy had already used against Kaido. But Kaido did say hockey does transcend all, so it has to be some sort of hockey. But if we really look at the image, right, we see before Gabon even reaches there, the arm is already off. That's interesting to me because how is the arm off if Gabon hasn't reached there yet? And when Gabon gets there, then he does a slash. It should be slash arm off. In any other manga, that would make sense. Seriously, you should do this every week, my dude. If I ever had if there were One Piece chapters every week, because I think this is a break week. And shout out to Oda, you deserve a break week after this. This is really good. Um, there's the owl again. I wonder if there's a way to save the freaking tree, dude. You can see, Saul crying, Robin crying, but what are the chances we get a flashback? I don't know if we're gonna actually get a flashback, Dan. I feel like it could be a new utilization of hockey, whatever he's going to teach Luffy, because Luffy definitely used Conqueror's hockey on Gorosei and couldn't damage them, but Gabon knows something we don't yet. Absolutely. I can see that for sure. It's really interesting to me. I wonder, because, like, it just doesn't make sense to me. How is his arm gone? Some other form of hockey combination? It could be. Maybe he's using observation with yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Future sight mixed with Conquerors. Is there anything else interesting that I went over? The missing of the snap here. Like we got the clutch. I'm wondering if that kanji is it. I'm gonna have to ask my bro Dexter. But like you control the future that's to come. That would be absolutely correct and insane. I hmm. It's also interesting because Robin normally does a different technique when she goes to break someone's back, but maybe this is to like try to break his neck. And we cannot forget we have the GOAT, Tony Chopper. And I know I talk a lot of smack on Chopper for losing agency, post time skip, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, I do. But if there was ever a time to give Chopper a moment, Chopper. Chopper might be able, as a doctor, to like find a way to medically inflict or stop their regeneration. Imagine if Chopper could learn how regeneration works and we could actually regrow other limbs. Imagine if we give Zoro his eye back. Zoro's keeping his eye closed, so like when he opens it against me. Shut the fuck up. You are trolling. Alright? Zoro hasn't opened his eye because it's not there. But if he regrew it, would he be stronger? I don't think so. I think it'd be cool. This palm fleur looks like a giant hand coming out. It's kind of crazy that we're not using hockey against them. Or if Robin does have hockey, why are we not? Why isn't Robin going all out with Demonio Fleur at like the very beginning? Hmm. Um. We Dory Bragi are gonna be on the same ship along with Frankie and Ripley. That's pretty badass. I've been needing a good Frankie moment for real, and I think we're gonna get it. No Killingham yet. I well, hold up. Let's go back down to Ange. Do we see? Are you really trying to get out? No, you're outside the room again. If you don't come in, you can't come in. Golly gee, Pat. What if there's no crack because he actually didn't break any bones in the attack? Yeah, I could see that. Because it's normally a very iconic panel or moment we get when she does that move. Brain point? Brain point would be huge right now. Well, stop being dumb, Pat. I can't tell you to not eat my food. You're being dumb. Oh, God. Why is Gunko such a biatch? I can't handle. Well, there's no way to untie them. Jinbei, you have hockey. Shut the fruit off. I mean, Jinbei definitely has hockey, right? Am I crazy for saying that? Am I crazy for thinking hockey transcends all and I want Jinbei to break free of it? Where is Brooke? Where is Brooke? Oh my god. Fine. I want he is free. He just won't stop being annoying. He's trying to eat my chorizo. Oh yeah, you like that. Oh yes. Oh. Alright. Now oh. What did I say? Where is Brooke? I don't want y'all to fucking say he's right next to Usopp and Jinbei, right? Take a good look at Brooke. He's not moving. There's no reaction. We see all these other characters reacting to Robin. He's not betraying the Straw Hats. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he had to use his soul powers to leave his body. Where is Brooke? Everyone else is reacting. His name is with one T, Dan. Oh my god, because he's a trifling ass bitch. Oh my god. Stop! You're gonna knock my monster over! You're crazy. Now I'm hot in my room. This is actually the worst. Oh, well, let me go back. I want to read back through this, and I want to see if there's another panel of Brooke because it looks like Brooke's not reacting to anything Robin's doing. Oh, I can't zoom in. Crazy. I think this is as zoomed in as I'm gonna get it. Brooke is bundled up like a Christmas present. Brooke's not reacting, Nick. That's not what you're not getting. Look at this. We have all these other characters giving these huge reactions, especially to Robin being hurt. No Brooke reaction. He's just sitting there. Why? Brooke is one of the most out there vocal straw hats I think that we have on the crew next to Luffy. He's always out there. Pants, panties. I need to see pants. But look, right here, even. He's not even looking at Robin. This is. And I mean, if you're going to use the argument that he can't move because he's so bundled up, I mean, everyone else is bundled up and they're able to move and react and give these expressions. But Brooke isn't. Why is that? I feel like Brooke is on some gang type shit. What if Brooke used his soul ability to go find Chopper, to talk to Chopper, to give Chopper the secret to beating these guys after witnessing the battle between Gabon and Summers so that Luffy, Zoro, Sanji can come in with the information they need to beat the freaking Holy Knights? Because, I mean, all of these different panels where the Straw Hats are visible, Brooke is non-reactionary, and that's not who Brooke is. Has been built up as a character. Brooke's motive, I mean, he's very expressive. All the Straw Hats are very expressive and wondering about it, but it could also be the quality of the scanlation. It could also be like, oh no, I I just don't see like the actual like drawings or whatever. Because I will admit, like this stuff on Jinbei, it could be him rustling and tussling, but I'm under the impression that Brooke would have said something for surezies. Oh, oh man. Oh man, man, man. Man. Manly, manly, man. No Brooke talking. I Brooke has definitely got to be the key to this. See, he's not even looking at her. We get another panel, maybe. Am I looking too into this? Perhaps. It definitely, I could be looking too into it, but I mean, also it's a weird inconsistency where unless it's not an inconsistency, but he held his sword with his right hand, and then its right hand got chopped off because his left arm got chopped. So, hmm, hmm, men, pink person swaying hair. But yeah, excellent chapter. I think this is definitely it's not as action packed as most chapters are, but the emotional weight of it really sold me on it. Rojan is definitely, as Ornata Dastard Dan said, the goat. I almost cried. It's very rare that it's not very rare that One Piece gets me that emotional, but it's very rare that a character is introduced for only 2 chapters and can make me feel that kind of emotion. Um, I'm sorry, 3 Day, but if you look at Ange crying here and you think she's still being a traitor, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know, 3 Day. I can't. My girl Ange is saved because she's being controlled. Like she's crying. If Oda does this, it's the biggest freaking like rug pull of the life. Real talk. Because I can't believe Ange is evil. I just can't. Like, oh, poor Saul too. What's up with this sword club thing? Is that made from his devil fruit powers? Because I see thorns coming out of the hilt right here. I see thorns coming out of the actual thing. So is that a named blade? Is that a blackened blade? Because it's like that, or is it just a manifestation of his devil fruit powers? Has he always had that sword on him? I think it is a manifestation because I don't see a sword on his person like in this panel. I don't see a sword anywhere here. So look at that neck. What that neck do, boy? Oda adding good side to characters to Elbaf. What a time to be alive. Elbaf kids over Scabbard. Yeah, okay. Let's let's not fucking talk down about Izo, the 14th commander of the Whitebeard Pirate. Let's not talk down to Kinemon, who really showed up on Dressrosa and every other arc since Punk has her. Let's not talk down about fucking. Oh man, Dan, you're trolling. Scabbards are up there. Like, they didn't have the development that these kids are getting. But I mean, if you were to take any other kid other than Rojan and put them up against the Scabbards, there's no way they have the same development. Ashura Doji had better fucking character development than like some of these kids. Like they're not comparable. I feel like they're too. It's like apples and oranges. Might be. You, I'm the Wano simp. Wano's still my top one, even after Egghead. Like Egghead's good, but Wano top one. I waited 20 some years to get fucking Egg. Or I waited 20 years for Wano. Wano had been foreshadowed since Thriller Bark. Wano has always been the land of the samurai. It's been the land that's supposed to be a representation of like feudal Japan. I love Wano. Wano is overhated, I feel like, for the amount of time it took in the arc. But so did Dressrosa, and Dressrosa was overhated, and people going back to Dressrosa realize how great that arc actually is. And I feel like once One Piece reaches its like final stages of like the coming down point, people are gonna come back to Wano and say how great it is. Because it is. It just is. I could be tripping though. That's a very real possibility. Um all right. Let's see. Is there anyone in the Discords? There's no one in Discords, but I will go into the hangout on Gang Gang, and if anyone wants to talk to me, they won't hear y'all until I let them hear y'all, because I have it set. We're set and ready, and then we can. Is it this one? It is this one. Cody, sometimes you're so smart, it blows your own brain. Yo, chat being this small is not gonna work out for me though. Calling over Yamato is such a crazy thing for you to say. I'm just gonna act like you didn't say that. Ronja over Komurasaki. You know what Komurasaki went. Hold on. Let's just be real here. And I wanna give you the benefit of the doubt here. I really do. But do you know what Komurasaki went through? Public knowledge. I don't give a fuck. They want it, they can have it. Um, dude. Oh my god. But like Ronja being forced to almost kill herself, yeah. Komurasaki had to deal with creepy ass Orochi all up on her shit 24/7 and went through 20 years of waiting for her brother to come back that she didn't even know if he was alive or not. Komurasaki waited with Orochi for so long. That's like there's no way. I feel like you trolling. Because it's like I feel like dude, if I had to put up with Orochi for a day, I couldn't. I'd let him kill me. I'd let him kill me. What up? How you doing, Dan? Please speak your piece. That's a fair take. But if you're saying Colin over Yamato, that's like I not no, but also like if you look at the struggle and strife that Yamato had to grow up through, also in losing her best friend and not being able to do anything with it, with Ace's story, the intrinsically tied to wanting to be like Odin and having that character development on wanting to be their own person. I feel like there's more substance to Yamato than there is Colin right now. Especially because we've had 33 volumes of cover stories to go over them. Like, I that's fine. No, I feel that. I just feel like it's too soon to be saying it because it's like when we come back to this arc near the end of One Piece, I feel like it'll be a much more clear cut answer, especially when they do make an eventual return to the story. because we know that Yamato's not done. Like, that's just my 2 cents on it, though. Ronjo over Momo's sister is crazy. Like, Komurasaki having to deal with Orochi for a day. Nah. Nah, she dealt with Lord Orochi. My name is Lord Orochi, and I think you're really, really cute. Let me have you. No way, dog. I'd fucking put the gun in my mouth myself. This is One Piece! If we can't power scale trauma, what can we power scale? I see where you're coming from to an extent. I don't think that we didn't have immediate payoff in Wano, where we had Luffy having to throw his hockey and everything. We didn't have like the whole Straw Hat crew getting split up and having to explore the whole land of Wano and understanding what went down for those 20 years. But there's also that Elbaf's meant to be like a peaceful nation, and I think seeing them actually being pushed to this is actually showing like that's why we're getting such immediate payoffs right now, is because they are being forced into this, whereas Wano had to sit by and wait the 20 years. If that makes any sense. Like all of Elbaf right now is being challenged, but Wano had to gather itself up and like regain its fire that it had 20 years ago when Odin passed. I feel I feel like the Odin flashback did a lot more for Wano also retroactively, because going back through and rereading it, now then you have that insight to what Ashura Doji's talking about. Like, we had to wait here. You didn't have to do all this. Like, retroactively, it's the Odin flashback that really did make or break that arc, and I think it really, really did its job well. They lost, yeah, and I mean, like, I can fully I see where you're coming from. I just think it's like when I hear people talking about Wano, and most of the gripes I hear online in the discourse with it in the One Piece community, it really reminds me of everyone's first knee jerk reaction to Dressrosa, and how everyone was so upset that like, oh, this arc's taking too long, or this arc's nothing's happening, or Birdcage is taking forever. And then it's like when you come back to it and you read it all in one go, Dressrosa is a much more enjoyable arc than it was when it was coming out week to week. And I feel like people are still riding that high. And I feel like Egghead doesn't get that same criticism because it wasn't as long as an arc. Like, you know what I mean? Like Egghead was like really like, I remember people being like, "Oh man, we're fighting Rob Lucci here," and then Gorosei, and then all five Gorosei, and then it was really like pedal to the metal, and then bam, we're out. There wasn't no win. There was a net loss, if we're gonna be real, with the Vegapunks dying and losing the technology that was left on Egghead and giving that up to the Marines. That for that is just a net loss, but it was able to get us to LVAP so much faster that I feel like a lot more people look on it fondly because of how short of a time we spent on it. I feel like a lot of the arcs that we spend a lot of time with as they come out week to week, people don't like because they don't like the slow burn, and I don't get it. But when they come back to it, I I feel like we were. I, I I feel like it is actually, though. I feel like we've already had that internal island conflict with the giants turning into a peaceful race of people versus them being the warring giants that they were throughout Elbap. Like Summers had said. Hmm. I feel, yeah, and that's why Loki's like, "Do you really believe I killed my father?" There is a conflict that happened, and in this resulting conflict, the giants did become a more peaceful nation and a sovereign nation who didn't align with the world government. And that's why I think we're gonna get the flashback, and not a flashback with Summers and Gabon per se, but there is going to be a flashback to show what the conflict was with Loki and Harudin's dad. Because as much as I want to believe Loki did nothing wrong, I want to believe that Loki did something wrong with a purpose. Like, imagine if Loki was forced into doing this, or he'd have to watch his whole island torn away from him. And that's why Loki's so ready to destroy the whole island, the tree, and everything, because he's like, if the government can't leverage anything against us, then we can finally be free. And that would like mimic like Luffy's like parallel to like, I don't think anyone should be controlled like this. But yeah, no, I see what you're saying. I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited for the freaking flashback because we have to get one. Gabon was insane this chapter, and oh, I, I don't think it'll be a flashback. I feel like it'll be discussed in dialogue while they're fighting about their thing. But the flashback for like this arc has to be for Elbap. It has to be with Loki and Haruden and the Old King. Like if we get like I don't think we're gonna get two flashbacks, is what I'm saying. And I'm saying if I had to pick between the two to get, I want Elbap's flashback to be on Elbap, and then if we fight another Holy Knight who might have been present on God Valley, i.e., Garling, maybe, I feel like giving him that flashback so we could see Scopper, Gabon, and Summers fight in his flashback would be much more effective. So, yeah, I words hard because no, I mean with how fast it's all been moving, I just don't. It, yeah, I'm kind of wondering where Luffy, Zoro, Sanji are. Like, what? Why are we not helping the kids out, especially Sanji? Like, what are you doing, bro? Yeah, but why? Like, Luffy's enough. I'm not to like. He really does. Not when there's like. Also, the Brook thing has really been fucking with me. I'm like, damn. Brook didn't. I feel like Brook had to have gone. Yeah. Also, I truly expected Ronja to jump off, and like Sanji or someone to like come up and pick them up. in the midair. Ange better not do it. Shout out to 3 Day, but like she's been on the Ange is a traitor type beat, and it's like, ooh, I don't want that to be true because because if she is a traitor, why are they controlling her? Why are they putting her body to sleep? Like, I maybe it's to have Oda like rug pull us so with another like red herring to like, but it's not making any sense. Also, I'm wondering what's up with that owl still chilling. Like, you know, in the library. Oh yeah. B B B B B B B B B B. Oh, this is a really good chapter though. I feel like it's definitely. I saw people talking about it in spoiler chats and being like, chapter's okay, I guess." I'm like, mm. If you're only in for One Piece for like big fights, yeah, it's okay. But if you're in for One Piece for the long haul and the emotional ties and weight-ins of it, it really hit. Nothing happened. Yeah, I'm a big hater of the anime, so I can see why people like it. Megami Ishitani. So, if Megami Ishitani made every episode of One Piece, I feel like One Piece would be a satisfaction for just to give us a recap.
You got a job to do.
I'm pissed that we have a recap episode, and I get like, no, I'm I'm sick of no, I'm sick of the reason they're giving us recap episodes is for people who jumped on at Wano, and so they don't have to feel like obligated to go back and watch the rest of One Piece. That's fucking bullshit. Just go read the manga. I'm so sick of these entitled ass motherfuckers being like, you don't have to watch all of One Piece. I'll stand 10 toes on it. I'm sick of these entitled pieces of shit ruining my fucking anime. It's real. Yeah, not you don't have to put in the 55 days straight, but don't fucking come in 1,000 episodes into the fucking anime and then wonder why you don't understand or feel the emotional weight or depth of any of these episodes. Like, imagine if somebody jumped into One Piece starting at not Sabaody, but starting at Enies Lobby, and then they get the "I want to live" moment, and they're like, "Oh, why is this important?" Like,
Take a look at me, little
that's how I'm feeling right now. Do you, if,
Don't say I didn't warn you.
if just watch Bleach. Hell, I'd recommend reading Bleach because of the freaking censorship that TV shows make. Remember when Basto Lord at Ichigo took fucking Uryu's arm, and then they're like, "Ah, it's a little push." Like, no, and it's bad.
It's time to slay a mighty. Well, a badass.
Nope. What's really crazy to me is that Toei Animations has a huge ass budget, and we've got to see this budget on. We've had this budget shown off to us with like all these cool animations and everything, but we're still using 20-year-old sounds from Dragon Ball Z. Like, we're literally rehashing all. There was a Twitter video I saw of somebody. There is a Twitter video of somebody redoing the Kizaru versus Luffy fight with updated like sound effects and just updated sound effects. And then it's like, damn, imagine if we didn't have like the same fucking sort. It's the same criticism people give Berserk 2016 of like clank clank clank, and I kind of agree with them. I do not. Oh, whoa, my game crashed. I I feel that, but do you when Luffy uses his haki, I should not hear the Super Saiyan whoosh whoosh whoosh. I shouldn't. You have so much money, and it no, I should not ever hear that fucking sound effect in One Piece. That is a Dragon Ball staple that we. Oh well, it's just to show that the animations are paying respect to the other. Should know it's because they want to cut corners and not pay other people to get more sound. Fuck up. I hate Toei, but I'm real as fuck. I'm just a chill guy for real. But no, this is actually like I don't think it's a 10 out of 10 chapter, but I definitely feel like it's at least a 7, at most an 8. Like just that emotional weight of Rajan, and like we haven't seen Oda do character work like that in a very hot minute. Okay, Ranja or Otama? Ranja or the laughing child who had to watch her dad get fucking crucified. That's crazy. That's why we need a joy boy. And the reason we didn't have a Joy Boy was because Luffy was imprisoned. I like I can't remember her name, but the laughing child always gets me because she sees her dad and she goes to try to use the medicine that Usopp fucking lied about to try to heal him, and it just that shit gets me. That shit fucking hits me in my heart, like so bad. Like Oda really, and it was like about the dumbest character too, because you think he's just this goofball, and then you find out they're forced to act like that against their will because they were starving. And devil fruits don't taste good, so they're literally eating shit that makes them laugh about eating shit. Like, I fuck with that. Legendary. I can't. Oh my god, my Twitch crashed my freaking game. That's crazy. Yeah. Whoa! Whoa! That's valid, but like, whoa! No, I see. I see what you're saying. Bill Flamingo was pretty bad, but also like he's pretty cool. He's a really good villain. Crash out, crash out. Oh, I see it. It's just like Doflamingo is a villain I was very happy to see get taken down. And I'm very excited to see what his return to the story entails because he has this extra knowledge that he hasn't divulged on yet. And if Luffy were to have killed him there, I don't want Luffy to be the one to kill him. To be honest, Law should kill Doflamingo. No, especially right now with like Law having an awakening. He has hockey. He's defeated another big Yonko. I feel like the Law Doflamingo rematch is going to be where Doflamingo should meet his true end. Especially, but I think what would be cooler is if Law uses his ability in a way. I hate to. I know you don't like. I know you've read JJK. If Law does a wee and takes Doflamingo away from his celestial body and puts him in a fucking like commoner or something, or even like a frog like Captain Ginyu, dude, dude, that's not kill the frog. No, no, let him live out the rest of his life as like actual trash, like the actual trash he harbors so much like ill feelings towards. Like if Law's, yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like Law has that ability. Yeah, and that, well, maybe because in the, oh my god, I can't slide. People are hitting me so slow. If Law in the anime at the end of their fight, when Blackbeard saw a pool of Law's blood, he had this like weird smile and like a, it's not. It looks like it wasn't all for him. I wonder if like I've had this theory that so you know how like Katarina Devon and what's his name showed up to Saturn, and then Katarina Devon touched him. I wonder if Blackbeard is able to abuse the powers of the mythical Kitsune fruit to mimic someone in order to also steal it. Hence why I think we're gonna see a Yuki Blackbeard, and that also poses like a whole new threat because now we have a way to like generate two different devil fruits in the world, or we're able to just steal the devil fruit from the people who need them. Like if Law loses the Ope Ope no Mi, that he's done. He's cooked. What can Law do without the Ope Ope? Like he has a busted fruit and he's really versatile with it. That's what scares me. Like yeah, Law's super strong, but a lot like also to counter that, like Law's strong because of his knowledge as a surgeon with this perfect fruit that's meant for him. Like Law's ability as a doctor is what lets him be so versatile with that fruit versus like where Luffy is versatile with his fruit because of his boundless imagination. Law is able to imagine anything with this fruit because of how much time he is dedicated towards being a surgeon and the doctoring. So like if Law loses his fruit, yeah, he's still a strong swordsman, but I think he's an even better doctor. Okay, you're annoying. No, you want up. You no, you get to be up now. Oh, you don't like it when I annoy you back? Oh, poor baby. Mm. You know what? Yeah, be free, Pat. Get out of my room. Annoying. Like, I love him, but like, my God, all he does is stretch the door, and then he hits my chair, and then I go to let him in the chair, and then he fucking leaves the whole room. It is a cycle that I hate. It's like pick one. It's like my mom when I was a kid. You're either inside or outside. Quit coming in and out of the house. I don't pay to cool the air outside. You're in or out. Oh yeah. So what is Luffy doing? Real talk, because I mean, if they're transmitting this transmission over the whole island, I ain't no way. That would piss me off. Yeah, I would actually think. All right, but priorities. Like, kids are dying, and kids are dying. Priorities. Like, we can talk later. Okay, but that's us as readers. Put yourself in the One Piece world for a second. Priority. Kids are dying, Dan. There are literal terrorists attacking the land, and the strongest forces are just sitting there talking. I'd be pissed. I mean, Sanji's gonna fight. That's who. Yeah, that's killing him. Sleep OG. Gotta be broke. Or, with as many awakenings as we've seen, and we've seen a bunch of zone awakenings happening before actual Paradecia, this is the time, this is the moment, this is the place to give Chopper his agency back. What would an awakened Hito Hito no Mi look like? And why would... Oh man, that'd be so fucking cool. I just want Chopper to do something. And I know everyone hates on me where they're like, oh, Chopper's the reason they stopped that Oni ice virus. Oh, Chopper did this. Oh, like, yeah. Chopper has done things. Chopper has not had a meaningful fight, I feel like, since fucking Enies Lobby. Chopper has always just been the secondary, tertiary character who hasn't gotten the moment to shine that he deserves.
Sent for a fight.
Especially with the reveal during Law and Blackbeard's fight, where Chopper was the one who gave Beppo the new and improved Rumble Ball to give him a Sulong. What if in trying to use that same power, he accidentally awakens his fruit and now has to deal with that? Like, oh. What if Chopper has to deal with succumbing? Not rampage, but succumbing to an awakening like the jailers of Impel Down. What would that look like? Because It's not because he doesn't have the. Maybe it's his failed awakening, but he doesn't have the smoke and the cloud around him. And a lot of people argue, oh well, Doflamingo didn't have a cloud. Katakuri didn't have a cloud. Doflamingo, they're paramecias. Yeah, like when we look at Rob Lucci, when we look at Kaku, these zone type users who have awakened their fruit also have the same cloud. And while it might be just like a mythological standpoint, like Dexter is like a yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be more like Gear Fourth, or I think it's actually like the jailers of Until Down. You know, they're all awake, but they succumb to their fruit's desires instead of being able to overcome and grow with them. But as Chopper has grown as a person and as an actual Pico user, I feel like he wouldn't succumb to it. It'd be really cool to see him have that different kind of agency back instead of just using him as a plot device to solve problems because he's the doctor. Like Frankie gets a fight, Rook gets a fight. Why are we removing Chopper? Why does Nami get to have a fight against Ulti and Page One with Usopp, but we don't get a Chopper moment? It feels very the people who are like, oh, you're just sleeping on Chopper. It's like, no, I want more from the character because he has done more in the past and he deserves to have it. Chopper hiding in Saul's beard and telling Robin we should wait for the right moment. Like, it's got to be a Chopper moment. I feel it in my bones. Yo,
Come on, come on!
but we haven't had anything. Yeah, we haven't had anything in a hot minute. Like not even Elbap. Like what was before? We didn't get anything in Egghead. Nothing from Chopper. That's wow. I'm really glad Chopper had a Q. Look. I just want the character to have what he has. But that's sad because he was such a fucking interesting character during fucking his introduction. He's such an interesting character during Enies Lobby. He's such an interesting like focal point to Thriller Bark with being able to bring the Straw Hats together for a combo attack. And yet we get nothing. He's a good boy, but what did he do? What did he do in Egghead? Okay, but counterpoint, we are near the end of the story, and anyone with a devil fruit cannot be underutilized. Point, like, it's just a fact. Like, as we are coming to the end of the story. So give him his agency back. I would too. It's what I'm hoping for because we're running out of time, for a lack of a better term. It'll happen with Chopper being able to stop the disease that stops Devil Fruit users to going to Laugh Tale. I think that's already been pretty foreshadowed with Buggy and what was Odin's wife's name? The lady who traveled through time, Otoki. Yeah, Toki and Buggy both caught like disastrously nasty fevers when trying to approach Laughtail, and both of them couldn't go to that island. And I feel like Chopper will have a way to overcome that, and that will be his next showing as a doctor. Or Chopper will have a drug that'll wake the bodies up, and that'll be his big moment for this arc. And everyone will tell me I was stupid for wanting Chopper to have another fight, which I see that as a much more likely option because why would we let Chopper do anything in the story? He's just a good boy. Like why? It also has to like we. Rage. I say he is very strong, and he has a really cool double suit that allows him to use like the really cool. He has a really cool double suit that allows him to be a human, but like he doesn't ever fight. Like, like yo, we have this like, underutilized character that I feel like deserves to have the spotlight for what they add. Not just I'm so sick of him being relegated to a marketing fucking question. I said it. Chopper does Chop because every other straw hat gets a moment, and when you cross them off on a list, you have to look at who's left. And Chopper's who's left. And I think Oda knows it better than anybody because he's the one who keeps holding back on it. Like Chopper when when Chopper was matching Queen's Freak, that was like one of my hypest moments where I was like, holy shit, he found a way to like overcome the time limit and he worked with Caesar Clown to doctor the shit up even further. That was hype. That was so cool. But like, and when Chopper's the one to give Beppo the freaking way to Sulong, it's like, dang, because now we could have a whole army of Sulonged minks at any point in time whenever Chopper comes to the final war and Zunisha shows up to help Luffy. Like, there's these cool moments that are being built up, and then it feels like we have to fucking sideswipe Chopper for no reason. Also, it's really interesting that when Luffy leaves Gear 5th form, Chopper got old and tiny. In like the same way that like Luffy got old after losing Gear 5th. And they're both Hito no Mi, so maybe I'm reading too into it, but it is interesting. Ooh. That's fine. You 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 don't need hockey. No, it's not. You don't need hockey to be useful. It's so much more meaningful to be useful without it than it is with it. Look at Nami. Look at Nami's moment where she told Ulti that like she would become king of the pirates. Or not her, but like Luffy would. Like, oh, Usopp's moment on Dress. I'm not. Chopper is gonna be the one to wake up. The kids, because their bodies are asleep, but they're awake. He's gonna be the one to wake up their bodies. And then we're gonna be subverted from another Chopper fight. Or Chopper will be the one to fight Killingham with another one of the Straw Hats, i.e. maybe Zoro or Sanji. Like, and he's gonna have to be the one to say if Scopper did something that was able to hurt Summer. It has to be related to this, or this, because he couldn't defend it. But he doesn't need anything. He needs an actual author that gives a shit. Thank you for the follow, Freppino24. Oh. No, I just... That's what I'm saying, because like we started getting glimpses of it and having Chopper clash with Queen and the goal of him not being to win but to hold him out. That was good. That was good Chopper writing. And then having him being able to take care of the disease was really good. But like Chopper actually did fucking nothing on Egg. 100%. I know like, oh, the outfit's cute. Shut the fuck up. I can't with you. I know it's... Yes, Chopper's fit. Okay, I just... Oh my god. Usopp had a chance, and I think we had it with him blowing up from... Usopp does stuff though. Like Usopp and Wano. If you remember, like when they were fucking trying to go to Onigashima, and they were like, "Oh, they're gonna be snipers," and Usopp's like, "Nah, I already took care of that shit." That's gas. Usopp being the one to tell Nami it's okay to lie. Gas. Usopp on Egghead, being the one to help Edison and get through S Snake and all that. Gas. But But like Chopper actually did nothing, and that's what frustrates me with Oda. Is like Oda loves the Straw Hats, I feel, but Oda doesn't know what to do with them. And it's like, hey Oda, listen to your fans. We want a moment. We want agency, and we want. It doesn't even have to be a fight for him to win. He literally could just be like, I have to stall them out. And imagine like Zoro and Chopper have that like unspeakable bond where like that's his son. That's his motherfucking son. Imagine if Chopper holds out killing him from burning the library, and maybe Chopper talks to BBB, and Chopper and BBB work together to try to like save the library. And in that defeat, Zoro shows up pissed off. That like I want, of course, want more from the character because we know there's more. And I mean, like Dr. Hiroluck be rolling in his grave right now if he saw what they'd be doing to his boy. He doesn't have to be a fighter, but as a straw hat, I mean, I don't know. Don't let him turn out to be like Crocus, because look at where Crocus is, what he's doing. No, I said it. I said it and I meant it. Yeah, but even supports can make a game-changing play. Remember season 1 Overwatch 1 Mercy? Fucking 5 people res? Mm. That's sad. It's sad to hear a Chopper fan talk like this about him. Him being a marketing ploy to sell merchandise. But you can't deny that that's what his role has been delegated to in the story, right? Like, oh, come on, Nami kind of was. And what did Chopper do during Whole Cake? Remind me. Oh, that's right. Did you forget Chopper was also there during Whole Cake where everyone got this really cool moment to power up? What did Chopper do during Whole Cake? Remind me, Dan. Because I remember Chopper clashing with Big Mom in the opening and fucking nothing happening. This is what I'm talking about. This is. No, he was there. It did more than Chopper. Imagine it. A tertiary character who doesn't mean jack shit to the fucking story. the No, he was eating fucking houses with Luffy. That was his moment. I'm like crashing out over this. I'm crashing out. If humans were meant to do fucking jack shit through this story, and that's what Oda's trying to tell us, he's doing a really good job. Ugh. Okay, riddle me this. Is Chopper's personality because he's Chopper, or is it because of the soul that's inside of the Hito Hito no Mi? Because fruits have a will of their own. Is Chopper Chopper because he is Chopper, or is Chopper Chopper because he ate the Hito Hito? Are you the strongest because you're Satoru Gojo, or are you Satoru Gojo because you? Listen, I'm calling it, and I'm standing 10 toes on it. Chopper's gonna do something super impressive on Elbaf. Chopper is either going to awaken or Sulong. Like, I think Sulong is also intrinsically tied to like the Gear 5 form with like what we've seen with the pills from Fishman Island. Oh my god, you gotta let me finish my point, man. You gotta let me finish my point. Okay, let me finish, bruh. Are you good? Okay, Chopper. All right. When we look at the Sulong form turns your hair white, eyes red. Cody Jones, when he ate the pills, turns his hair white, eyes red. Luffy, going Nika form, eyes red, hair white. And in some way in which Chopper was able to recreate this medical prowess that was used with the Fishman pills and being able to give Beppo a prototype Sulong form, would it not be crazy to say that because Luffy has a Hito Hito no Mi, that Chopper's awakening would not also function in a way similar to that, that he could replicate it with a Rumble Ball? Because of the similarities that have been shown with Sulongs. And every Sulong has had the white hair, red eyes. Luffy, Gear Foot. Like I'm saying, like, you see what I'm saying, right? They're very similar to the Hody Jones pill. But if someone were to be able to, this is what I'm saying. This is how you do the doctor thing. If someone were to remove the negative side effects from those pills, and also it's really interesting that after they use the pills that imitate the Nika form, I call it the Nika form, but like after they imitate it, they have the same drawback that Luffy had without being able to come back from it, with being really old and withered up. Like if someone were to mm-hmm. Yeah, what the fuck? Oh yeah, Bonnie and Lilith were with Frankie, and we didn't see them with Frankie last chapter. So uh, imagine Bonnie being like, "How dare you try to take these kids away from their dads like you did mine?" That would be cool. Yeah, I want. Oh man, I want. As fucked up as it sounds, I want Bonnie to do it because they took her dad away, and like even if Bonnie can't like measure up, imagine Kuma like in again like trying to defend Bonnie, but this time he actually gets killed off. Actually kill him off. Like, if we're gonna save Kuma, don't give him back his memories or anything, but they can have to relive his life with him. Because, like, Bonnie can't have a happy ending without her dad. And I want Bonnie to have a happy ending. She's fought so hard for it and done so much for it that, like, she deserves it. But, on the other hand, I also see where, like, Kuma's sacrifice means nothing if he doesn't die. I feel like Bonnie would have been put on ice, and the only way she would have been put on ice is if Kuma actually died. I stand 10 toes. Because it's an end goal for her to work towards, and her dream to, like, it wouldn't have made her stronger. I feel like if I, oh, nah, I think she would have, like, joined the Rev. Especially with, like, the connection that, well, yeah, she joins the Straw Hats for a period of time, but, like, at some point these points have to, these characters have to cross paths, and I feel like once she found the Revs, especially after reading all of Kuma's memories, I don't remember if Stussy died. I don't. I There's just no time. And I mean, if Kuma dies, Bonnie doesn't have an end goal or dream, and that's what every Straw Hat needs is to have an end goal or dream. And being able to fix her dad and get the memories back is her dream right now. She has more chances of being a Straw Hat right now than she did if Kuma died right there, because there's no end goal for Bonnie. You know what I'm saying? Like Nami's dream is to fill out a world. Yep. Then I could see her staying with the Straw Hats, or I could see Vegapunk saying, "Hey, you know, if anyone else would have a way to solve this, I know a guy in the new world who would be more than willing to help out Kuma." And then, boom, we go see Dragon. Like, also, Kuma deserves to come back to the story. I I want Kuma to see his god. I want Kuma to see that his efforts did not go to waste in saving Bonnie. I want Kuma to be able to live out the rest of his life with Bonnie. If Kuma had been killed off by Saturn, while the emotional payoff would have been immense and amazing, I feel like Oda is setting up for something just as great, if not better, than with Kuma's return. And I believe that. I believe it wholeheartedly. I have so much faith in Oda, especially after having 20 years of criticism about Pell and about all these other characters that we have yet to kill off. Oda has to have it in the back of his mind like, people really don't like when I do this. So I have to do this one right. That's crazy, but I get you. Yeah. I see that. Like, absolutely. I need Kuma and Bonnie to get their happy ending because there's no possible way for Ginny to come back. What if Gunko is a clone of Ginny? Because then Bonnie versus Gunko is it. And the only reason Bonnie would be able to win is because Kuma doesn't have a heart to shut up. And that's what brings Kuma back, is seeing his wife's face. Yo, I'm cooking. Huh. It, yes, it's supposed to make you feel something. Imagine having feelings. Bonnie just screams, "Help me!" And if it's not Sanji coming in to save her and finally overcoming his, like, I can't fight women, then it's Kuma showing up as a robot and being like, I will save my daughter this time. And he will. Listen, Zoro already proved it with Monet. Like, you can do it. You can do it and write it well. And the fact that, like, Sanji still to this day, like, even with the Wano part where he was getting beat up by what's her face, the spider bitch. Ugh. It is a huge step, and it's a huge, yeah, it's a huge step for him to call for Robin, but I also feel like it's like a term of endearment that, like, he still to this day has not changed on that character arc. Like, it it is such a core fundamental part of Sanji that I don't actually see him beating a woman ever. I just mm. Okay, so like Zoro can't fight Gumko because Zoro versus Monet has already shown that, like, he won't do anything like that. Loki versus Gunko is a stomp, literally. Like, just step on her. Brooke versus Gunko and getting that realization on who that might be is really cool. And I really like that idea. Uh Frankie versus Gunko? Frankie and Ripley versus Gunko. I want Ripley to do song. Ripley can do song to me. Yeah, yeah, she was the one who said, "I'm coming with you, Frankie." And then Dory, Broggy, Frankie, and all the other giant pirates were like, to branch 8 on the flying ship. So I definitely think, man, what are Dory and Broggy doing? Those guys are, but Dory and Broggy are them. That they've been them since freaking the Little Garden, you know, and like having their return to one shot the kid pirates. I got shooters in these streets. You know what it be. Ugh. Who's gonna take out Summer? Okay. The one thing I've had a problem with Egghead, is a very prevalent problem, is that where is my Luffy level friend? It's like where Luffy is in the story right now, there's nothing. And like I'm so Shamrock left. Really. Dude, that was an NL face without like the eyes popping out. It was so good. Who would?
A new chapter in the saga.
Well, and one of the things that like interests me about it is that um what was Scopper doing talking to Crocus? Because if you look at that cover story where we had that little thing, Crocus and no text, it was a cover story and they were sharing sake. But the interesting part to me is that Laboon had raw hell. So it had to have happened recently, and if Stopper is there, like, no, but like what I'm saying is like, what was Scopper discussing with Crocus? Why was Scopper leaving the island? Like, if it's at that time point during the time skip, why that's why he couldn't meet with Haley. But like, what was the point of even leaving the island in the first place?
It'll go better this time. Definitely, probably. Take a look at the little friend.
Yeah, but like, I don't. Mm, I just don't see why he would leave Elbap. Like, why would you leave the safety of the island you're there for? What was your means of transportation? Why would you like risk the government finding out where you are if Summers truly doesn't know that Scopper's on the island? Like, what is the point unless he actually doesn't reside there? Like, I'm really wondering. Like, what if Scopper's here on Elbap because he knew this was on Luffy's path? What if Scopper was here chilling with his kid? Because I mean, bad One Piece dads are not are few and plenty. I know, but if Scopper truly did not live on Elbap in order to make sure that his children and everyone else were safe, like, what was his point of reason for leaving? Like, because, like you said, story isn't Crocus lives in a whale. I'm gonna be big and chilling. I don't remember it. Oh, I see. Bet. He... What up, chat? I guess I can turn on sounds for y'all. Unless y'all have had sounds on this whole time and I haven't. Which is a very real possibility, because I'm that kind of guy. I'm that kind of guy, pal. I'm that kind of guy. Oh. There we go. Volume mixer, so I'm not blasting my ears out. It was a really good discussion about One Piece chapter with Dan. I really enjoyed it. Really refreshing to hear another chapter. Frontline Commando, and he runs away. Chrissy. Megaton Molly Minesweeper, and metabolizing it. Use. Oh, there's one more, there's one more. No. Deep dive. Minus 60% weapon damage is crazy. That's so bad. Whoa. live for 2 hours. Pretty good stream.
You got a job to do. Pricks.
Network failure. I'm streaming. Oh, okay. I think I have to actually like change my thing. Oh yeah, that could be it. Category. Order landscape. Gone. That'll probably fix it, right? It's so fucking room. Love it if we didn't, but we do. Signing in. It's taken 9 years to sign me in. Bruh, what's going on? I would really like it if this, if it would work. Yeah, you can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell everybody. I have not granted access to Twitch. And let me go to my freaking actual channel. You guys are. The extension is loading. Please wait. Social. Who is messaging me? No! The streaming services are on! Hey, the extension is loaded. Why are we doing this to me? Hey! Like I don't even know what to say. I miss getting the extra freaking badasses. Can I please? Berg. The extension is loading. The extension is installed. It literally says it is. I am live streaming right now. What the hell? I just want the extra badasses it gives me. Because it gives me more XP. That's such a bad thing. Do 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 do. Ain't nothing like funky beat. Do 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 do. Ain't nothing like funky beat. Give me one of them funky beats, boy. Give me one of them funky beats. Give me one of them funky beats, boy. Ain't nothing like funky beats. EchoCast is active. No configuring. We're set. EchoCast successfully configured. Holy shit. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Holy smoke.
You got a job to do.
No badass. Very interesting. What is going on, dude? Whatever. The extension's installed. I don't know what more I can do. Configure this extension before I go live. Alright, well maybe I'll end stream here then. This is a really good stream. It was a lot of fun doing the One Piece chapter review, and I will be going back live to play more Borderlands 3, so hopefully this Twitch extension works so I can get extra badasses and EXP. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. What a wonderful